switching, no legend, I'm living. I get it, I spend it, yo ho, yeah, we flip it. I stay on my pivot, you won't.
So what made you get into like shooting? Well, not shooting videos. I'm gonna say
create content.
Yeah, creating content. Period. Like,
well, actually,
photographing.
Well, actually,
photography. You know, like just
man, a couple. I mean, it was like a couple. Let's say I say a couple years ago. You know what I'm saying, I was in between jobs or whatever. You know what I'm saying, I'm sitting at the crib chilling. You know what I'm saying, and like I'm like, man, I started being real creative. I'm like, man, I got all these ideas. You know what I'm saying, I was feeling undervalued, really. Like, you know what I'm saying, fuck these jobs. You know what I'm saying, I could do shit by myself. So it was an iPad in the crib. You know what I'm saying, I started. Man, I got the most out of this iPad. I'm recording songs on it, taking pictures, videos, and then a little time after that, one of my homies, I was rapping with him. You know what I'm saying, TJ. Shout out TJ Bells, man. You know what I'm saying.
Shout out TJ Bells.
Shout out TJ Bells, man. GMB shit. You know what I'm saying, always. Yep. My homie TJ, he came back around. He just got out of jail. He was rapping and shit. I didn't even know he rapped. And he started rapping with me. We rapping. We catch up, man. The nigga so cold. You know what I'm saying? Our shit going together. We vibing, you know what I'm saying? And then he was like, man, he's told me what he had going on. His girl had a camera.
Right.
I'm like, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do it yourself type of person. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you got a camera? Where's that? Like, we could be doing something. So I grabbed the camera from him and we started going from there. I started taking pictures, photos of him and his videos. And then after that, I posted them.
So you took pictures of him shooting his video, or you took?
The first instance was he shot it. He got a video shot.
Right.
He got a video shot by another cameraman.
Right. You was taking pictures.
And I had the camera, and I was taking behind the scene footage, basically promoting them. You know what I'm saying? Behind the scene footage like that. We was working on the same chord, like we still are. And there was some dope photos. Came out real good. You know what I'm saying? I was into it and shit. And I posted them and stuff like that. And then after that, a homie of mine, Dre, Chris cousin,
right.
You know, Chris cousin, shout out Chris.
Yeah. Shout out.
He hit me up like, man, I'm finna shoot a video. He like, man, come over here. I got some money for you. Come take some pictures for me and shit.
Right.
So when he said that shit, I got the call. Like, what? He like, where you at? He was only a couple blocks away. I shot over there and made some money. You know what I'm saying? Now, next day, what's in my bio? I'm a photographer now, you know what I'm saying? I had cars within like a day or two.
Moving with the
fuck it, you know what I'm
Learned
saying?
it.
Motherfuckers inboxing me. You a photographer now? Man, fuck it. I started making price lists and all type of shit. It was easy money, you know what I'm saying?
Easy money.
And it was something I like to do because it was involving music, it was involving rappers, and you know what I'm saying? I was good at it naturally.
Yeah.
I mean, me being a rapper, I knew how people wanted to be seen, I think, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And once you get the editing down, that's when it gets real fun.
Yeah.
That's when it get real. And it open up another part of your brain. Like, hold on. Like, it's so much to learn in that process.
Yeah, man.
Like, you never done learning. That's the funny part.
Yeah, it goes back with this music, this art, man. It gave you a different point of view. Like, nobody could ever put themselves in a cameraman's shoes and Chris Williams or Hype Williams. Chris Robinson, Hype Williams, or nobody like that shoes, or Michael Bay or Steven Spielberg. Mm-hmm. Because we never been to college, we wasn't working these big machines. We seen in Hollywood all these big sets now. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
So we had to learn from scratch.
All we seeing is the rapper. We could put ourselves in the rapper shoes, not the video director shoes.
Try not to stomp because you can hear it through the.
Okay. And so you know, it just gave me a different point of view. Like, man, this is an important part of the process too. This is an important part of the art, the video, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah. So I like. Because what it was for me was I never was trying to shoot music videos. I was just trying to like the podcast and shit. Like never. And once I started messing with the programs and getting into it, it just drew me right to it. Like, yo, oh shit, here we is. Boom. And then, you know, everybody rapping these days. So
yeah, I mean,
that first one, it's like that first one, and then it come to the second one, and then the third one. Then you like, oh, I got it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then that momentum building. So it's a real beautiful feeling. Did you see the
it's a step-by-step process.
Did you see the fight? The Mike Tyson and Roy Jones fight?
I seen the fight, man. It was a good fight.
Tell me what you think of the fight. Out of the whole fight card, what do you remember right now?
I remember.
What's the first thing to come to your brain right now?
Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson still got it. Mike Tyson got it. He will beat some ass. He will beat your ass. He will beat most people's ass anytime.
You know the first thing that come to my mind is Nate Robinson getting his ass knocked.
Okay, see, I seen the Tyson fight, and then I seen the Nate Robinson fight. I seen him. Man, in the wrong order.
Got his ass clean, and the thing about it is that you saw an NBA player, somebody you were like. It's a whole different type of genre of a sport. Like it's not that type of thing. You ain't used. Imagine a motherfucker like LeBron James getting laid out on the fucking floor. Like,
but that's another thing.
You ain't gonna even. Think
I always said
shit.
I always said. Imagine LeBron. I always thought like, man, imagine if LeBron James was a boxer.
Yeah, but
his size and his strength, he would doubt, like, you know what I'm saying. But he would have to be trained to be a boxer. He can't just be a basketball player and turn to a boxer.
You right about that.
Because if LeBron James was trained to be a boxer since he was 10, he would be a great boxer. But it's like. Well, athletes jump sports. You know what I'm saying? Athletes jump sports. You see that with Michael Jordan and Deion Sanders and
sports. You saying that you just brought something to me.
Dave Robinson, he jumped sports. He used to play football.
If we look back in the day, like the number one sport was the number one sport still today. What they say is baseball, right?
I mean, like financially,
it's baseball, right? But back in the day, it just wasn't financial.
It's America's national pastime.
It was the main sport. Like baseball was the most popular sport from, we can say, since the early '80s all the way down. Before Magic Johnson, all the way down, baseball was like always a popular sport. Before Magic Johnson, right? Can you say that? That?
So what you saying right now? You saying that baseball isn't the most popular?
But this is what I'm saying. That in the '90s. I think was it the early '90s? They took who was the best baseball players coming out in the major leagues
in the '90s.
Black people was like was taking the records.
Say that.
Taking the records.
Say that. Speak your truth.
Taking the records.
Griffey. We got Sammy Sosa, Barry Bonds.
That was the last. What's his name? Back in the '70s.
Sammy Sosa, no.
I forgot. I gotta Google him, but I remember watching a documentary about him. When I look at it now,
Frank Thomas.
What's crazy is that they snatched baseball out of the black community because you don't see it no more. The reason why you don't see it no more because it's not really played in the parks like that. They took it. They really snatched it out. So imagine. If you got a fucking Dwight Howard, imagine if you got a lot of these. Imagine if you got a Dwight Howard. I ain't even say Dwight Howard because I could put him to boxing, right? I could put him towards the boxing shit. He could be the biggest heavyweight.
These people could be Olympians. They could be runners, sprinters.
Somebody like LeBron James or who else? Like Damian Lillard. Imagine if they just was around baseball, like basketball. I think basketball is the most. It's been fed it to us.
You know who would be a fucking good baseball player who got a good body, like a baseball player, like a fucking Russell Westbrook, Derrick Rose.
That's what I'm.
Derrick Rose playing baseball.
Baseball, be nasty.
That man is strong and fast.
Nasty. Imagine that.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you got a point. I mean.
They do it with golf too. Like, you know what I'm saying? We saw what happened to Tiger Woods.
I mean, it's just accessibility. Accessibility. Well, having access. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, accessibility.
That's all it is.
And
that's all it is because when I was young, you know what I'm saying, my mom tried to put me in baseball. I didn't really like baseball. I wanted to play basketball, but you know what I mean. People. If I was raised in the suburbs. And I was raised only around nothing but white people, you know what I'm saying? And I was went to playing field north or some shit. I'd probably be the best fucking hockey player in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Until you got to a bunch of niggas.
I'd probably be the sharpest hockey player in that bitch.
Until you got around a whole bunch of niggas.
And then
that shit gonna change.
And then you smoking with the folks, and niggas say Kobe, and shoot him up, shoot the blunt wrapper in the garbage can.
We all know the most talented nigga is in the hood, never in the suburbs, always in the hood.
I mean, that goes without
you go to a school in far.
It's the most competition,
right?
The most competition,
and you the only black guy in the school. You go to a school in Indiana. You the only black kid in the school. You geeked up to be the best player in the world. That's all they telling you because if
you think about it,
you got a whole bunch of.
And the city is more densely populated, so it's more competition.
More competition.
You know what I'm saying? It's more, and you know, and just like with me, you know what I'm saying? I refer to myself. When you don't have all the tools necessary to do something, but you want to do it so bad. You know what I'm saying? It makes for a better competitor. It makes for, you know what I'm saying? You develop skills that you probably wouldn't develop if you had that brand new camera, that brand new lens, that brand new mic. You learn how to mix around shit. You learn how to dribble on the cracks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's cracks in the street. You can dribble around them bitches. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it'll give you that edge. Mm-hmm. And then so you got all these hungry and people in the city. They hooping because they good. They hooping it, and sometimes I can't really relate to this, but you know, of course, they hooping. They want to get. They like, man, I'm finna get they dribbling the ball, thinking I'm finna get my family out the hood. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And when you getting drove to practice, you getting drove to your basketball practice in a motherfucking Benz Caravan. You know what I'm saying? With the new Beats by Dre zone and $300 Michael Jordan sneakers on. Your uncle got a construction company worth a couple million. You could get crossed over. I get crossed over, and I ain't gonna be thinking about that shit at dinner. Shit, I got crossed over in practice. Fuck that.
Oh, better watch your eye hip.
Better get your hoe for a knife. Hit my shot first time I snipe. Put a ring on the money, I ain't think about wiping. Let's be straight. Left the house with 100K. Honestly, this a light day. Walk hard hitting. I don't got a call for a cold, been high. I'm just sipping for the taste. Till I talk for the cat, you a certified rat. Taking risks for this money and I pray I make it back. Stand up, got no lie. Getting away of that money. On life, you can die by them racks. I'm angel on my hoodie, but the devil on my back. My little nigga ride with Drake's in the scat. Get out, walk him down, know he on it. Cash him out as soon as he take her to wax. I hit it, she loving, I'm lust stunned. They calling me daddy, no trust fund. Her double D titties, I bust on. To the streets, I be preaching, I'm reverend. Ice hitting, tight sun. Water around me, island. Running up money to it, ain't nothing. Up there with all the grace, an icon.